Hi everyone! This is not a reading, just a video. I'm trying to not wobble the table. I am busy with a reading and I will make that another pick a card reading for you as well. As it is, I'm doing it for myself. And then I was actually inspired to record, what I'm busy with, what is actually what I can feel coming up, and that's to do with the Lionsgate portal, which is on the 25th of July, and that's quite a significant portal. That usually affects people quite deeply. I believe on the 25th itself, it's also the day out of time or outside of time, according to the Mayans. You can look that up on online on Google what that is all about. But it's also the start of the Lionsgate, which a portal. That's a portal activation, which is about a specific alignment of planets. And since all planets have a vibration, so a specific alignment and closeness or distance to us, to the Earth, has an effect on us. That's basically how astrology works as well, if memory serves. But okay, let's not get into that. With alignment, it does work that way. If the planet alignment and, the way, if something is closer to us, it affects us more than, or differently than when it is further away. That's why these portal activations, these things, they have an impact on us. That's very simply explained how that works, right? And it is quite the portal, quite the thingy. It is also something that lasts. It starts on the 25th of July, and it closes again on August the 8th. So it's a week and a half or something, almost 2 weeks. And of course, as usual, you can feel the build-up of these energies, before the 25th of July, right? As always, you can feel that, especially if you're very sensitive. And because this is such a powerful portal, the Lionsgate, you can feel it. Well, sometimes I think I feel it begin to build up 2 weeks beforehand. Which is also the reason why I want to do a reading about it, because I want to know what I can expect. It's sometimes horribly unpleasant. One of the worst portal activations of the year. Not always. Last year it wasn't all that bad at first. Then it ended in a very unpleasant way. But also, if you look back yourself, the last few years, especially if you have been awakened for a number of years, if you then look back to the last couple of years, what was going on in your life around that time, the end of July and the beginning of August, and what happened after that as well, the after effect then of the portal, right? So maybe mid-August or the end of August, and just look at what happened in your life at that time, or if you can still remember how you felt, or maybe something specific happened, like the ending of a relationship or the beginning of a relationship, or something that had an impact on you that you can still recall now. And I think there will be quite a lot of people who will then see, like, oh my God, yeah, a lot of stuff did happen in my life around that time. I was never aware of that myself. That's why I said if you're awakened, it does have an effect, of course, on people who are not awakened just the same. It's just because they're not awakened, they are not aware of it. They might likely just think like, oh, well, whatever, it's just, I'm not feeling that brilliant. Maybe I'm getting the flu or, just whatever. But when you are awakened and you are aware of energies and how they affect us, then, then you're aware that it's not like you just having a bad hair day or PMSing for 2 weeks or whatever. Then you know the difference, right? Then you know the difference. So anyhow, I've felt I'm quite restless at the moment as well. I don't know exactly why that is, because to now say that's because the build-up of these energies towards the Lion's Gate, I think that would be a bit premature. It's only the 6th or 7th of July today, 6th, I believe. So I don't know, but I feel really, of late anyhow, I feel drawn to go back to my pagan roots. That's why I got this second sound bowl singing bowl actually, yesterday too, the one I used during the reading, this one. I'm not certain you can hear it, I just want to I just love it. I actually like it better than the other one, which was also very expensive. Not one of these cheap thingies. That it's also a good quality one, but I like this one better. In any case, yeah, I'm more. I don't know. I'm so tapped in, tuned in, turned on, as Abraham Hicks would say that, to energies and doing more energy work and yeah, I don't know. Like yesterday, I went for a walk, and all of a sudden I saw a feather, and I went back to pick it up. It's a magpie feather. It has here, this section here has a blue glow, like you can see with magpies. I'm not certain if the camera picks up on it. I cleansed it. I washed it with mild soap. Soap shampoo, because it was a bit dirty. But I very carefully cleansed it. Yeah, and anyhow, I'm digressing again. I'm good at that at the moment as well. I mean, I'm doing a reading. I have the cards out there, a few meters away from where I'm sat here now, for my reading. I was doing the reading, and I'm doing a recording. And then in the midst of all that, I'm doing my sample. And I'm kind of all over the place, but I'm enjoying myself, so who cares, right? Anyhow, the reading, I am going to do that reading for you as well, if you're interested in that, and then it's going to be about how it will affect you, and yeah, likely also something like what can you do to make it easier, so there's going to be, well, I'm not exactly sure yet, because I'm still working on it. I don't always come up with questions when I start a reading. Sometimes these questions just spontaneously come up as I am doing the reading, because then I get information from one set of cards, and then I'm thinking like, yeah, okay, but then what? Then what should you do? What else should you know? And then more questions so it just, happens as I'm doing these readings. But if you're interested in that, if you're interested in knowing how the Lion's Gate is going to affect you, how you can best deal with it, what you can expect to get out of it, because then keep an eye on my channel, because that will come up. I'm not certain when, because I have to still be very careful with my neck to when it comes to doing readings, and especially the shuffling and the reading itself is taxing on my neck, because then I have to sit bent over like that, and that's exactly the position that is causing me problems. But it is very important. It is really very important, especially if you're sensitive to energies. It's also usually the start of a series of portal activations that will continue through the rest of the year. Right? We have the Lion's Gate in July on the 25th, always on the 25th, and it closes again, that portal, on the 8th of August. Then we have the 9/9 portal in September, which is, for me, usually okay-ish. The 10/10, of course, October, right? The 10th month. The 11/11 portal, the 12/12 portal, and after that we have a bit of a break from all these thingies. So, or if you're really sensitive to it, sometimes the entire second half of the year can be really, really intense. They often are for me. I have found that oftentimes the portal in December is more gentle. You can still feel it, but it is nicer, gentler. The 11:11 can have quite the impact as well. The 10:10, I fucking hate it. Excuse my French. Seriously, I do. It's horrible. I hate it. Maybe that is also to do with the upcoming Halloween, Samhain, at that time of year, because then around that time it's very close to one another, the 10:10 and Samhain, Samhain. I'm never really quite certain how the Celts pronounce that, which is on the 31st of October. So there isn't a lot of time in between that. But the 10:10 portal, well, I can't say anything other than I just fucking hate it. The 9:9 usually is also not that bad. But for me, usually the entire 11:11 just now on the clock, time to stop talking. But usually for me, the second half of the year is not so pleasant. Because in between these portals, you still have full moons, new moons, blah, blah, blah. So it's like, oh, is this ever going to stop? It's one huge roller coaster of energies, if you are sensitive to that. And that all starts with the day outside of time, I think it is in English, and the Lionsgate portal that is coming up. 11:44 on the clock. I am talking real shit here, you know. I get these double digits. I am tapped in, tuned in, turned on. Oh my god. Anyhow, if that interests you, if you also want to know what's coming up for you, then keep an eye on my channel, because this reading is going to come up really quite soon. And it's going to be quite early then, right? Because it's still, the 25th is still -6. I'm so bad at that stuff. Almost 3 weeks away. But the build-up is going to be there. Much earlier as well, especially if you're very sensitive. So if you watch the reading, I do want to ask you to remember it. You know, like oftentimes we watch a reading and it's like, oh wow, yeah, that resonates, and you move to the next reading, oh yeah, wow, that resonates, and you know, you just forget. And yeah, I hope you're going to remember this one, because it is really quite important, and I would like to get feedback later on, if you remember, if it was correct. So maybe I should wait with putting it out there. I'm going to take my time to do it, because this really feels important. I feel so drawn to doing that reading. And with my Wildwood Tarot deck, it does exactly what I had hoped it would do. Like I already said, that I feel so drawn to go back to my pagan roots. And I got that last year when I got the Green Witch Tarot deck in. But I feel it doesn't go deep enough. I felt I needed more. I needed a deep dive, deeper. And I felt the Wildwood Tarot could do that for me, could help me do that. And it does. It absolutely does. It triggers my pagan roots and knowledge and wisdom, and like you wouldn't believe, it's just wow, it's awesome. I'm gonna stop because my neighbors at the back, they are renovating and they're using the circular saw again. The bastards. It's a really warm sunny day and I have the sliding doors open and they are making all that noise all the time. I really don't like that. Anyhow, thank you for watching. Keep an eye on my channel if you're interested in this reading. It's coming up real soon, and I'll be back again real soon as well with another not another reading, another video, whatever. Have a great day. Bye bye.